Yeah, so I'm ready. Just finished my conversation with somebody from the UK. They were interested in learning about the coronavirus, but of course, you know, the coronavirus is quite different in Europe as it is to America. It almost seems like it started in the Far East, gone to Europe, and we're kind of next. And so we have still a window where we can do something about it. And it was interesting to just try to make positive suggestions about what you can do instead of worrying. And so today we want to go now to see what we can find in the grocery store that's going to be immune promoting. And so in these times, instead of just relying on avoidance and quarantine, washing your hands, which are all very, very good practices, but we need to be a little bit proactive about our own immune system and how we can be healthier. One of the things that's underestimated is that the open air is probably the best place, because whilst you're inside a building, it's an enclosed area, and outside, particularly when you've got air flowing, it's unlikely that you're going to be at the same risk as being inside. So it's refreshing to be able to, you know, get out, and when you're going out, you can get some exercise, even just walking, but a little bit of exercise where you're increasing your blood flow, you're actually increasing nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is what makes your immune system stronger. And nitric oxide increases the blood flow. And if you're fighting a respiratory problem or trying to defend yourself, you know, it makes sense to get that nitric oxide. So getting out, getting some fresh air, getting some exercise. So now we're going to head to the supermarket to try to show you what to eat. So just walking through the refrigerator aisle here, and I think I got my eyes on like a kombucha. So we're just looking for kombucha, which looks like it's right there. So kombucha, I'm not very fond of it myself, but kombucha and any fermentable products, whether it's apple cider vinegar, kimchi, what it does is that it allows the beneficial bacteria to multiply. And when you have the diversity of beneficial bacteria, then you have what we call signals which are health promoting. And those signals turn on metabolism, and it will turn off bad signals like inflammation. So kombucha is the type of things which change the environment in the colon. And you do that by having good food and a diversity of food. So what we found is that when you have a diversity of food, you have a diversity of bacterial flora.
Sorry about that.
Hi there, now that you see that I got kicked out of Whole Foods, I'd like to complete my conversation about how to boost the immune system. And using fermented food products is the best way. So we talked about kimchi whilst we're out there. Some of the other products that are useful is things that help for the fermentation process. So kombucha and kimchi and miso soup, sauerkrauts, these are the things that allow the fermentation process to take place. And what fermentation means is that the bacteria use insoluble fibers and metabolize them, and that process is called a fermentation process. And by doing that, the bacteria can produce its own short-chain fatty acids. Now, the interesting thing is that it's the short-chain fatty acids that are the signaler. They signal the AMPK to raise your metabolism. They are part of the signals that reduce inflammation in Crohn's disease. So it's very, very important to facilitate that environment with fermentable foods and foods that are rich in natural fibers. But yeah, on the specific note, look, this is not anti-corona. What we're saying here is that it's boosting your body's defenses against all wear and tear, inflammation, and so forth. I think that the main thing is avoiding the exposure is very much the objective. But where we can improve our immune defense is better. So the IV is one technique where what it does is it alters the electrons on the cell membrane, allowing your own immune cells to be more active, just active. So it's able to defend itself. And then the liposomal vitamins are super absorbable. So whilst you do this, say, once a week, you can do the liposomals every day. And that 100% absorption goes straight into the lymphatic system. So when you have a combination of liposomal vitamin C, liposomal glutathione, and liposomal CoQ10, very powerful combination of antioxidants. So I think that's why the synergy is right there. So get your power pack today.